Hello everyone, this is Miss Duncan and today we're going to be doing some math together. This is from lesson 14 of your Ready Math book. And we're going to review regrouping to subtract 3-digit numbers. So follow along as we work through this page together, okay? So first we're going to read the directions. They say study the example showing how to regroup to subtract 3-digit numbers. Then solve problems 1 through 7. So this is a very important skill that you will be using in 3rd grade and beyond. So let's make sure that we know exactly what we're doing. If at any time you need to pause the video to catch up, you can do that. Ask us questions on Dojo or Facebook or however you connect with your teacher. And please follow along with a sheet of paper or with your page from your packet, okay? So let's read the example. Example, find 512 minus 367. Compare the digits in each place. So what we're going to do in this first step is we're breaking apart these numbers into each place value. So first we have 512. We divided into hundreds, tens, and ones. 5 hundreds, 1 10, and 2 ones. Then we did the same for 367. 3 hundreds, 6 tens, and 7 ones. And we're comparing the digits. So we know that 5 is greater than 3, 1 is less than 6, and 2 is less than 7. Okay? But we know that 512 is larger than 367 because the 5 in the hundreds place is bigger than the 3 in the hundreds place, okay? So we're going to regroup 512 2 times, okay? So we know that 500 plus 10 plus 2 is 512, okay? We're going to regroup the hundreds place value. So instead of 500, we're going to make it 400 plus 100. And then we are going to, instead of having a tens and a ones place, we're going to put them together and to make 12, okay? So we have 4 in the hundreds place, 10 in the tens place, which equals 100, and then 12 in the ones place, which is actually 1 10 and 2 ones, okay? All right, so once we set our problem up like this, it's easy to subtract straight down. So starting always in our ones place, we know that 12 minus 7 is 5, 10 minus 6 is 4, and 4 minus 3 is 1. So our answer would be 145, okay? Now let's continue and try to use that same way to regroup. Okay, let's read the question. Let's read our information for the next couple problems. Jody's book has 423 pages. She has read 275 pages. Her father asked her how many pages she has left. So we know that 423 is larger because of the 4 in the hundreds place. It's bigger than the 2 in the hundreds place of 275. So let's read number 1. Number 1, compare the digits in each place. Write less than or greater than in each box. So they've already written our numbers out for us in place value form. And we're just going to tell which numbers are bigger. 4 or 2? Which one's bigger? Great. 4 is greater than 2. Which one's bigger? 2 or 7? Yes, 7 is bigger. And last, 3 or 5? Which one is bigger? Right, 5 is bigger than 3, or greater than. So 3 is less than 5. All right, now let's go to number 2. Show how to regroup. Fill in the blanks. So we see that 400 plus 20 plus 3 would be our first number, 423. So we're going to regroup the hundreds place and that makes it 400 can be divided up into 300 plus 100, okay? And then 20 is divided up into 10 plus 10, and then we have 3 in the ones place. Now we're going to regroup again. So that 300 is still the same, but we're going to add this 10 and this 100 to make 110, okay? And then we're going to keep these two numbers together to have a 13 in the ones place, okay? So we have 3 in the hundreds place, 11 in the tens, and 13 in the ones. And now we're able to subtract straight down. Starting in the ones place, 13 minus 5 is, right, 8. And then 11 minus 7 is, good job, 4. And then 3 minus 2, what's that equal? Great job, 1. So our answer is 148. So number 3 says fill in the chart to show the regrouping, then subtract each place. So we did that, and the answer was 148. So let's go to the next page, 143. We're going to mark it up. Okay, let's go to number 4. Fill in the blanks to show how you can add up to find 215 minus 157. So this we're going to do a little bit different way, and this is the way that I know we've been working some with iReady. This is the way that they do it. So let's do number 4 together now. All right, so the number that we start with is 215, and we're going to subtract to find how many are left, okay? So 215 minus what equals 157, okay? So we're going to start with, we're actually going to add up, okay? So we're going to switch our problem around to 157 plus what equals 215, okay? So 157 plus what equals 160? 157. Let's count. 157, 158, 159, 160. 3. 157 plus 3 equals 160. Now it tells us that we're going to add 40. So 160 plus 40. What does that equal? 6 and 4 is 10. And 2. Good job. So 160 plus 40 equals 200. Now 200 plus what equals 215? 200 plus 15 equals 215. All right, good job. So now to find the answer, we have to add all the numbers on the top. So we have 3, 40, and 15. So let's add those together. Okay, so we know that 3 and 40 is 43 plus 15. We add our ones first, so 3 and 5 are 8. 4 and 1 are 5, so 58. Okay, so let's read number 5. How do you use the open number line in problem 4 to find 215 minus 157? And we're just going to say that we add up. We add up to find the difference. All right, now let's do number 6. Ken has 442 paper clips. There are 379 small paper clips. The rest are large. How many large paper clips are there? So first we're going to set up our problem. We know that 442 are the total. We know that 379 are small and that the rest are large. So let's try to figure out how we are going to figure out this answer. So 442 minus 379 equals what? And let's set it up how we did on the front, okay? So we have 4 hundreds, 4 tens, and 2 ones. Then we have 3 hundreds, 7 tens, and 9 ones. All right, and now we have to figure out which one is bigger. So we know that 4 is bigger, 7 is bigger, and 9 is bigger. So we're going to have to regroup 2 times, okay? So let's write it out. 400 plus 40 plus 2. And we can change that to regroup. So we're going to have 300 plus 100 plus 40 plus 2. Now we're going to give one of our tens to our ones place, so we are able to subtract there. So 300 plus 100, we add these two together. But we have to give one to our tens place. So it's 130 plus 12 because we give one to our tens. Okay, so now we are able to subtract straight down. We have 300 plus 130 plus 12, and now we're going to subtract 370 and 9. Subtract straight down. 12 minus 9 is 3. 130 minus 70 is 50. Oops, not 50. 60. And then 300 minus 300 is 0. So our answer is 60 plus 3, 63. Okay, good job. Now let's do number 7. Tim solved a subtraction problem. Write a number sentence to show the problem and answer. Tell how you got your answer. So this is Tim's answer. So he solved a subtraction problem. What subtraction problem did he solve? All right, so these numbers right here are going to tell us all about what he subtracted. So the number he started with has to be the greatest number. So we know that 950 is what he started with because that's the largest number. Then he subtracted to find 863. Okay, so he subtracted some to find 863 because this is our smallest number and this is our biggest number, and then we're going to add 7 plus 30 plus 50 to figure out what he subtracted. So 7 and 30 is 37 plus 50 equals 87. So 950 minus 87 equals 863. And we got our answer because we know that 950 was the largest number and that all the numbers on the inside are what he subtracted, and 863 is the small number that he found. This would be the same as if Tim used a number line and started with 950. Here, let's erase all this. So this would be the same as if Tim used a number line and started with 950 down here. And then he counted backwards to find 863. So first what he did was hop back 50 and equals 900. Then he hopped back 30 to get 870. And then last but not least, he hopped back 7 to get 863. Okay? Awesome, guys. I know this was a little confusing, but you should have used what we already have been learning in class to figure these problems out. If you have any questions, just let one of us know, and we will be glad to help you. All right, guys. Have a great day.